Hi guys, welcome back to Game of Muscle videos. We are going for a live race in sim racing system in the Porsche 911 GT3 Cup car. The race is going to start in about 5 minutes. Before that, I was just loaded in to a hot lap on the track that the race is going to take place. To get going, we'll give it a little bit of a test with the current settings that we've put in OBS. We're currently been going through a whole bunch of different configurations, using CPU, using the GPU for rendering, and hopefully this time the computer does not explode. Now, if you could send me a message in chat on Twitch, that'd be fantastic, so I know if we're all connected in the chat room. And of course, I can't see the chat on YouTube because we are not using VR Desktop Viewer, and we've only got an app to display Twitch chat which uses IRC. So maybe YouTube uses IRC as well, and I just need to learn how to connect to the room. But until then, there's no options. This car is absolutely superb. Let me know in chat then. A message, volume level check would also be fantastic before we get going for the race. And I need a clock. I think there's a clock in the game, so I know. That's time of day, that's not right. I need a clock so I know when the race is about to start. I don't want to miss it. Let's have a look here. I don't think that... Oh, 20 seconds, okay. I hope you're not trolling me. Okay. At least I'm getting Twitch chat though. Oh, 6 minutes. You're such a troll. Nice trolling there. Okay, there's 6 minutes until the race starts, and Macaulay has successfully trolled me into coming out of the game there. Blame Macaulay first, not knowing the track when we go to start. But actually, just with that test there, it seems that the frame rate's okay whilst using the CPU to render. Hopefully the video quality's okay, and hopefully you guys can see the stream nice and clearly. We are, as I say, we are going out to both YouTube and Twitch. It's just that I can't see YouTube twat. YouTube twat. I can't see YouTube chat whilst streaming. That's always, I'm going to keep saying that because it's just a bunch of words too close together that are too easy to mess up. I'm going to get the Twitch app on my phone so I can see if everything's working properly. Really handy to have the Twitch app. Oh, there we go. We can join the server anyway. So, good job. Let's see if it crashes. Last time we went into the game, my computer blue screened of death. So let's see if we get any technical problems this time. Fingers crossed it all runs nice and smooth. There we go. We're now in the server. Last time it crashed when we went from qualifying to race. So, I mean from practice to qualifying. So hopefully it doesn't. We've got a full server here. So this should be nice and exciting. YouTube chat's full of mongs. I like my YouTube viewers. They're nice, pleasant people. But look at this. We've got a server absolutely ram-packed full of people. In our server, I think we are in the top split. We've got Diego Lopez, Lino Carrera. These are people we know from Sim Racing Portugal. Lino, he's always little bit drunk. He has a couple of pints before he gets in this car. That's how he gets the racing lines. And he has this sort of drunken style driving. But it works for him. And he's normally at the top of the scoreboard. So maybe that's what we need to do. We've got Miguel Nato, Ismail Ransiria. I'm butchering all these names. Apologies if I'm saying your name wrong and you're watching this as a catch-up video or watching... Well, obviously you're not going to be watching live because you're in the race. So if you're watching this as a catch-up and I'm said your name wrong, apologies. Ivan Sanchez, Carlos Ferreira, Helder Seuss, Alexander Vasic. There's Lino again. We've had a move around because some people have done some laps. Pedro Arel, Ricardo Oh, look at these moving around. Ricardo Clark, Lewis Costa. I think we've chatted to him. I think he's another guy from Sim Racing Portugal. Basically, if someone's got Costa in the name, they're probably Portuguese. And we've got Sim Racing TV, Sim Racing System TV broadcasting this. So this is going out in their live stream as well. So if you want an outside view of this race, if you're watching this on Twitch and you want to see an outside view of the race as we drive, go to Sim Racing System TV on YouTube and you'll be able to see an external view. The magic of multi-view streaming. This is like a professional broadcast with an in-car view. It's like the 24-hour of Le Mans, but sim racing and for a sprint race. So nothing like it at all. Well, that's actually pretty cool. I'd definitely do that myself. Let me know in chat. Let me know in chat if my volume levels are good before the race starts, so I can make tweaks if I need to. And also if my microphone's clipping at all. Hopefully it isn't. I've turned the volume up, but there is a risk of clipping. I need to do a couple of laps because I don't know where the brake points are. I don't know what I'm doing with my settings and everything, so we'll have to see how this goes. Let's get some practice in. We've put the GT rim, it's the plastic GT rim or rubber for this car, because the car in the game has a full-size rim. Although because of the steering lock on this vehicle, you can actually drive it with a Formula rim quite comfortably, apart from when you make a huge mistake. But that's a nice thing with the TS PC Racer and Thrustmaster wheels and Fanatec wheels, of course, is that you can change the rims over on them, and it does make quite a big difference for immersion. Thanks, Randy. And just to repeat for those of you on YouTube, again, I can't see YouTube chat anymore because we're using a Twitch app in-game to see chat. So sorry about that if I miss your messages. Get on Twitch, say hi. Hi, Valium Avenger. Type on YouTube Sim Racing System and you should see my video that explains what it is. But basically it's like an iRacing-like system for Assetto Corsa. You just sign up for it using your real name, otherwise you'll get rejected. Sign up for it using your... Whoa, we've got to be careful of that. Whoa, dear. Okay, we've got to be a bit of kick coming out that corner. Sign up using your real name, and then you can join races every hour, and typically after about, from 9 PM onwards, it's... from 9 PM onwards, it's normally busy. As you can see, we're in a full race now with, well, it's not started yet, but we've raced for a full race, 18 cars, I think. Might even be more cars that are going to take part. And you can just join every hour. Like our races, stats are stored, and there's an end of week, you'll be able to see how you did for that race. You can keep doing races over and over again, and then every week they change the track. So it's a really awesome system, actually, and it's completely free. There we go, off to qualifying now. I'm going to try and focus a little bit here, and we'll see how well we can do. Thanks for clicking the follow button. Who was it? SebBFR. Thanks for clicking the follow button. I'm not going to be able to call out people's names unless they're typed in Twitch chat, unfortunately. we need more technology. Hi, Redstone Genius. Welcome back again. Yeah, Valium Avenger, if you check out my YouTube channel, as I said, I've done an instructional video on how to set it up, what it is. Well, I'll just explain what it is, but you know. And it's well worth signing up now because they've got an announcement. We've got an announcement video ready to go live, but I've not got permission to upload it yet. So sign up now, basically. That's the best you can do. Right, I really love this Cup car. I was really surprised by these Porsche cars. I don't know why there's hot air balloons, because I've set the track details low. I thought the hot air balloons are only visible when the track's on high. But yeah, these Porsche Cup cars, the 2016 and the 2017, are fantastic. They're just really fun to drive. They're not as planted as like your sort of GT2 cars. They're not. It's not a GT3 or GT2 car, despite it having GT3 in the name. That's just the name of the car. But they're not as planted as the GT2 cars, but they have downforce to them, and they have a bit of movement, but they actually stick as well. It's like the perfect balance, and they're also fast enough that you don't die of boredom mid-lap. If you drive some of the actual GT3 cars, which this obviously isn't, as I say, just to be confusing, but if you drive actual GT3 cars at Simetik, they're a bit too slow. Although actually, Crossbow I think is GT3 class, and that's quite fun. So talking rubbish as usual, but all in all, as I say, I just think they're fantastic. Fantastic dynamics, fantastic play on the throttle, predictable, awesome cars. Try and feel out the brake points. A little bit of slip, and then you can sort of can't steer it. I've never understood these uphill corners of this track. We used to drive it in R-Factor 1. I think it was in GTR Evolution as well. Never manage these corners. Like it's hard to know if you're supposed to rag the car around them with a bit of counter steer, or if you're meant to be delicate and delicately play with the car through them. It seems that you get good results from either. And then it depends on the simulator as to what effect it has on the tyres. I think the race is 12 laps, so it's a sort of your standard sprint race. I think it's 12 laps, it might be different. I'll have to double check. I'm using a default setup here though. Hey BRT, welcome back. Oh, okay, we have to brake before the 50-metre board. Oh, actually, maybe not. Whoa, you can get caught on the curbing, but Kunos curbing doesn't seem to kill you with this car. Makes a change. See that? Can't stay out of the corner. I was prepared for it then, based off our last lap. And I'm braking, hodgepodge braking. I want to just do single brake, accelerate, not... Maybe, you know, modulate the brake, but not go on and off the accelerator and brake. So where's the brake point here? I can't use that bit of light on the floor as a brake point because it's not going to be in the same place when they actually go to the race. I need to look at where the brake markers are. I couldn't really see them clearly. So, okay, I'm coming off the throttle a tiny bit here and a bit more, and then putting it back on. That seems to be the right way to do it. I've probably even put more throttle on. You have to sort of do it in advance so that the car is then lined up for the second part of the corner. But it's hard to get it so that you don't just induce useless understeer. That's the challenge of those cars at the Barcelona GP circuit, and I don't know any other corners like them on any other track, so it's quite nice. My driving doesn't kill me, it kills everybody else in the service, so it's okay. All's fair in love and sim racing. What wheel am I using? Oh, you're asking BRT. BRT's got my G25, so I know what wheel he's using. He's using my old G25. So BRT's going to be driving terrible. Diego Lopez, I think it is managed to get first place qualifying lap. I can't wait to watch the replay back. As I say, this has been streamed live on Sim Racing System TV. So go to their YouTube channel. Whoa, caught ourselves a bit of a drift there. Go to their YouTube channel and you can have both our stream and their stream up, and you'll be able to see an external and our internal view. So probably you'll be able to see the race from the back of the grid, from our view, and then the front runners from their stream. I think I've got too much fuel in the car for qualifying. I've just realised. We've got 3 minutes left, so I'm just going to have to go with it. We've loaded the car up with fuel for qualifying. We need a word with our team strategist. High Volume Avenger. How am I getting with the TSPC Racer? I really like it. I think it's slightly overpriced for what you get. this is what I say. I hope that they bring the price down to sort of $399, $370, and then I think it's a perfectly good upgrade from the T300. At £500, I think it's a little bit pricey, considering it's basically a T300 with a lot better cooling and 50-60% stronger force feedback. Oh, the rim on it is really nice as well. It depends if you've got the money to spend, then I guess it's not a problem. But if you're, I'm a bit of a penny pincher when it comes to spending money. So I always like to get the absolute best bang for buck, and I don't think the TSPC race is quite there. But having said that, if you want a comparable solution with the Fanatec wheels, I think you have to spend more. But I've not tried the CSL wheel to have an informed opinion on that. Oh, look, we were doing better there. See, I split at the bottom. There it goes. This track is such an annoying track for you having. You'll be up loads, and then it just seems to disappear on the corners because you've done some really subtle error. Alright, up 0.37, half a second almost. Yeah, I'd say it's the OSW, to be honest. Unless you need something warranty. We're qualified 8th at the moment. This is our last lap, I think, we're going to get. Try and catch the understeer there. See, that's what's nice with this. The situations you have with this car. Get on the see, there you go. Get on the throttle early and actually pushes the car around here. It depends on the car with this circuit. But yeah, see how we caught the understeer coming out of T1 there? That's giving us a second. Oh dear. And so you want to get on the throttle early with this Porsche around these corners, so it actually pushes the car and turns it into the corners. But you then have to watch out that you're just on the cusp of counter steering it. As soon as you are counter steering it, your time's going. We're 1 second up. That wasn't good. Oh, look at all the time go away. Trying to just get these corners snipped off like a hairdresser. Removing, boldifying myself. So you want to really go wide into this corner. Whoops. Reading the chat there. You want to go wide into that. But if you go wide and mess it and go just a fraction over the line, you get clean off penaltied. I think we can actually do this corner flat out almost. Not the second one, but that first part of it. Oh, you can line yourself up. That wasn't too bad. A second better than a previous lap. So where's that put us? 7th still. No improvement on our position, but it's not terrible. We've still got enough time to do one more lap though. Yeah, you can hit that curbing quite aggressively. I'm going to stick on the inside here. Oh, see, messed. You can't do that. Can't do that at all. Totally. You look at the time, so you have to actually go wide around it. Totally messed that up. Worth a try doing some different things, though, I think. I always, oh dear, I'm reading the chat room. Right, we're done there. We're done. I always felt that AC was played well with the G25 and the T300. Was it signed? Game of Muscle threatened me. Game of Muscle? Oh, that's me. BRT threatened me. Let's get out of the way in case he's on a final lap. He threatened me, so I had to sell him my G25. He threatened to upload videos of me driving badly. Oh, nearly clicked exit there. That would have been the wrong button to click. Just before the race, that would have been a disaster. Oh dear. Okay, so as I say, I can't see your chat messages on YouTube, but you can chat to me on Twitch, and you can watch the race from an external view on Sim Racing System. So watch from both my view and their view on Twitch. I think they've got a YouTube channel, and I think they might be going out on Twitch as well. So just do a search for Sim Racing System TV, I think it is, and it will come up. So on to the race we go for this Porsche 911 GT3 Cup 2017, but it's not a GT3 car, so I'm told. We've qualified in 9th place out of 18 cars. There we go, gridding up. Let's make sure we've got the right amount of fuel here. We're running completely stock setup because this is our first race on it, and you know, we're not even doing good laps, so we'll do another race on this probably tomorrow as well. But stock setup, Porsche 2017 Cup car, Simetik K2 cockpit, TSPC Racer wheel, PT1 pedals. Make sure our steering wheel is set straight. We can't actually check our wheels in this car, unfortunately, because they're concealed by the bodywork. Lights coming up on the screen. Get ready for the race. Here we go. Rev your engines. And it's go, go, go. Got a good launch there. Car in front a bit slower. We're going to try and sneak one down the middle. It's a bit risky, but sometimes you've got to risk it for a biscuit. And we've got space just to our left. I'm going to nudge back across. Hopefully we didn't cause him any problems. Hopefully we don't get knocked on the right hand side. It's quite possible on this corner a lot of people slip on T1 there because you have low grip at the start of a race. It's quite an easy one to accidentally take the guy out in front of you, but we've got through there. Nicely done. I think we've got 1 or 2 places there from that start. It's a fantastic start for ourselves, and we found ourselves in 9th. I'm going to brake a little bit early. Oh, accident in front. He just took himself out. Unbelievable. We were lucky to miss that. So that puts us into 8th place. We actually might have gone further up. I think AC sometimes has a habit of not updating your car position until you've gone across the start-finish line. And he's gone wide, so that's another place. I think we made 4 places so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, so we're 5th. I've just counted the cars in front of us, so AC has been a little bit slow to update his car position. But couldn't it be a better start? In the course of 4 or so corners, we've propelled ourselves forwards. It's a monumental achievement. Oh, watch out, cold tyres. As I say, if you go wide on this corner, you are looking at a Kunos penalty, which you really don't want, because that's slowed down to 35 kilometres an hour, which you have to do before you go across the start-finish line. And there's nowhere to really do that unless you're running the other chicane. Whoa, a little bit ragged there. I'm going to try and calm things down a bit. I'm pointing at the chicane whilst counter steering with my left hand. Just to have a little look at the car cockpit. As I say, I absolutely love this Porsche car. It's totally nice and predictable to drive. There you go. Look, so we go a little bit heavy on the braking there. Tyres squeal a bit of counter steer. Everybody's happy. Oh, you're begging to get on the throttle through these corners, but it's that balance, and it always feels like you're catching up with the car in front of you. You do see online on this track, a lot of the time, drivers behind you or in front of you accidentally putting on just a tad too much throttle and losing the back of the car in those corners because it's so enticing, and you think, oh, you know, I can catch steer it, I've got it, but then you make mistakes. Don't read the chat room. Hang on, how am I supposed to read the message not to read the chat room without reading the chat room, BRT? You've not thought that one through. Oh, come on, stick. We've got plenty of grip. We've been out with the hairdryer. We don't need the hairdryer for our long hair anymore, so I've just been leaning outside the car door, putting the heat on the tyres, and it's doing the trick. Get on the gas. I'm ready with the counter steer. Always be ready with the counter steer. You don't want to do that. I was going to say, you don't want to go into the corner on the brakes with steering angle. You want to get it off beforehand, otherwise you're going to have to correct the oversteer. As we found out in qualifying. Just trying to get the car a bit faster. We want to keep up with these cars in front. We seem to have got a big gap between us and the cars behind us. So I'm going to put a wager down that the cars in front are not running default setup, and that's why they're slightly faster than us. It's nothing to do with us being slow. It's always setup. Never blame yourself, always blame the setup. That's how sim racing works. So you literally get over this. There's a little bit of a crest to that corner, and then you can put your foot down the throttle. Too early and you're understeering. Too late and you're missing the potential to get on the throttle early. Oh, I thought I saw some smoke there, but I was just imagining things. Whoa, look at that counter steer. So nice. Force feedback telling me exactly what to do there. I've not tried that Transfer wagon track, Josh the Boss. I need to give it a go. Yeah, I think a lot of the casual tracks in Assetto Corsa are certainly really fun to drive in VR. Like VR just it makes it more of a sort of casual driving experience. I think where I'm losing time to these guys in front of me is purely on my braking, in that I'm not braking aggressive enough. I've got room to brake sort of 10 metres later and with about 30% more pressure, but I've not practiced it to know for sure how much pressure I can get before we get into trouble. Bit wide there. We're going slapper? We're going slower lap on lap. There's always the possibility though, as you get about over halfway through the race, you find front runners starting to battle because they want to actually win the race, and that's when I'm in this position or feel a bit further back, that often gives you a chance to capitalise on their mistakes. I just have to try and actually get up a bit closer to them. Maybe I should stop talking and focus on the driving. We'll probably gain a good quarter of a second a lap. Got a feeling we can cut that a lot more than we are. Use more track. More track equals more speed. There we go. Up 0.20. You'll also find if you lean into corners, the car turns better. That's it's like when you're playing Xbox games. When you lean, your character rotates faster. It's a fact. Oh, you can slam on the throttle once you've got the car lined up. I'm clearly not on the limit to be able to do that. Looking a bit lonely. High dynamic, Matt. Yeah, I'm just chilling out of my cup of tea in my Porsche. I'm treating this more as a practice, to be honest. And I think we're at the point where I could probably do with a bit of setup tweaking. But I know I could probably gain half a second per lap just through driving better. Thank you for following. D Purport. Just wobbling the steering wheel around here, trying to get a grip. Not got anyone behind us. Well, a bit too much grass there. There's definitely a big divide between the front runners, myself, and then whoever's behind me. Now we've just run out of track there. That's not a good idea. And the gap between us and the guys behind shrinks. So you can just slightly go over and then you'll slide wide and go for a bit of a sandcastle building thing. Yeah, well, these Sim Racing Portugal guys, they will have practiced it more, so that's my excuse. And they've probably consumed more alcohol, so we'll be just super relaxed. I'm just drinking tea. Halfway through the race, and it looks like we're going for a cruising for a 5th place here. We're 8 seconds behind the 1st place guy, probably Lino. Try and focus on getting better lap times here. I'm sure you guys in chat are completely riveted by this close racing. You know, nothing will keep you glued to the edge of your seat like someone lapping in 5th place. For some reason, the Porsche isn't affected as negatively as the other cars by the curves, I should say. Whoa, it's affected by ramming over them now. Oh, we've got to leave, someone's died. Luis Costa, he's had enough, he's gone. I'm tempted to start testing out our brakes a bit more here. Seeing what we can get away with. Oh, you can cut that so much. Not that that's of use to lap time, I'm surprised I didn't get a penalty for that. That's another lever. They're dropping like flies. Oh, look, we can be so much more aggressive with the brakes. There's half a second. T1. That's what we've been doing wrong. Oh, dear. And there goes the time we lost it on that corner. But this is our first outing in this car, so... Oh, we've got a challenger behind us. I've just glanced to my left. In my rear view mirror, there is someone looks like they're catching up. Don't know what I was doing there. Didn't miss that corner. It's like the T-Rex in Jurassic Park, slowly advancing on us. Yeah, look at our braking. That's what we need to work on. Oh! Dear, dear. 360 degrees almost. Well, 180 degrees of rotation there. Sockets out of the joints. And we caught it. How to dislocate your shoulders with Game of Muscle. Oh, is that what I've done wrong as well? We are full on defaults. Okay, we'll try that. We'll need to do some practice with some setup tweaks. Maybe our tyres are starting to go, which is why we're doing these outlandish slides as well. On lap 8 of 12, that's not good. We're going to be defending this car behind us, unfortunately. It's going to be an uphill battle to keep him behind us, but at least it gives it exciting viewing. We can do some defensive driving. He's going up the inside. We're going to close it off. Bit of a slow exit on there. He's probably going to wait for the corner after this one to do a dive bomb on us. So a good corner to do a dive bomb. We can slowly gravitate towards the right, so we've still got an option. Position our car in the middle of the corner here, so we can't go up the inside or the outside. A bit cheeky, but... Oh, what are we doing? No! Kudos penalty as well. Come on the outside of that corner. I don't know why we've not got any grip there. I've been absolutely trolled by Kudos there. Thank you, Kudos. Really appreciate it. I mean, you're punished enough by going wide on the corner, and now they've just ruined the chance of actually having some good side-by-side battle. That's the Kunos penalty of death for you. Enjoy it. We need a cup of tea now. Off he goes into the horizon. We've been left in the desert to die of starvation. Battle. It wasn't really a battle. It was more of a whimpering. It was like a lion versus a three-legged gazelle that had was already dying of starvation and had previously been attacked by hippos. That was about as much of a fight we put up. But I'm glad my failure as a sim racer has been captured from multiple angles. That's it's always nice. We could put it in the highlight video. But we are now in 6th place. Might as well format the C drive at this rate. I do feel though that we've got our lap times up a bit. I do feel that I realise we can now absolutely hammer the brakes. So we should be better. And then of course those PSI hacks from Seb BFR should help when it comes to our next race, which would be nice. Also, I'm really glad the frame rate seems to be running well and the stream seems to be running well. What do you guys think of the stream quality? Does it actually look good for you guys? We went to a lower bit rate as I'm using the CPU rather than the GPU to render the video. I need to get a fan on my rig. We're getting warm. I am sat next to a radiator though, which probably isn't helping. I like how the gap between myself, that previous guy, the front runners, and then the rest of the grid is just ginormous. There seems to be a huge fall off between. I mean, I'd say I'm not particularly fast, but I'm vaguely competent at driving. But then there's a giant gap between the people that actually know what they're doing, the sort of top 3 or 4 drivers, us two that are vaguely competent, and then the rest of the grid that seem to be inebriated to a new level. Our lap times are getting worse and worse, and we're not consistent. This could be oh dear, this could be uploaded as a lesson on how not to drive consistently. I think it can be quite rewarding though to sometimes just put the practice in, actually fight for lap time. I think in Assetto Corsa actually, it's one of the few sims where I quite enjoy. That wasn't a good downshift. I quite enjoy just lapping because of the information through the force feedback. I found putting the chat to the right as well is better for you guys watching the stream, because I don't have to look down at the dash to see the chat. It's just to my right, so I can just glance at it. And then also, if I don't move my head too much unnecessarily, I think that helps for the stream as well. I think for the most part, when you're focused on driving, you aren't really looking left and right. It's only when things get super hectic that you find yourself doing that. But we're half a second up, so we've done all 4 laps to be half a second up now. I'm gonna get some tips from the top guys, PSI changes, and some pro tips, and then I'll relay them to you guys, so we can all, the Game of Muscle crew, can put up a fight. We'll make these Portuguese suffer. Game of Muscle Massive versus Sim Racing Portugal. Yeah, I think we should be RT. I think we should run some laps to chill off. I can't stay on. I don't want to stay on too late tonight because I need to get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So I can't. I need at least 8 hours of sleep. That's probably not happening. Oh, but you know, we should try and get some sleep. But it'd be good to do some laps on the old BRT shed, garden shed. What would be a good... Oh, we're on the last lap, didn't even notice. Let's see, what would be good content to put on that everyone could drive? We could just go with this Porsche Cup car, actually, and let's do this Porsche Cup car, and let's do it at Brands Hatch, I think. Would be good. We could just do 4 lap races at Brands Hatch, just a, you know, casual jump in, quick races, put the qualifying to like 8 minutes or something. That'd be good as a little wind down, I think. Actually, it'd be probably better to do stock content so more people join quicker. So scratch that idea. Go for the Ferrari 458 GT2 Brands Hatch. When in doubt, Ferrari. The people join it. But yeah, a little bit more practice with this, a little bit car setup, and I think we'll be up there hopefully to race with the Sim Racing Portugal guys. We didn't seem, when we were driving with them, we weren't that far off the pace, maybe half a second each lap, which is actually quite a lot. But with a little bit of work, a bit of work on our fitness, let's Tokyo drift the final corner, catch it, there we go, do it twice. There we go, across the start finish line we go. A little bit of work, I think we might be up there with those guys. I'll settle for 5th, I think it was 6th because someone's left the server, but there you go. That was Sim Racing System in the Porsche 911 2017 with a GT3, but it's not actually a GT3. 2017 car on Sim Racing System. Make sure, if you're watching this on YouTube as a catch-up, make sure that you do subscribe to or join up to Sim Racing System. Subscribe to us on Twitch and YouTube, and you'll be able to join us next time we go live. For those of you watching now, let's get over to BRT's server. Hopefully he's got it up and running. I also want to, let's quit this. I want to see the, well, interesting, the computer didn't crash as well. Don't sit next to a radiator when you're sim racing. Oh dear. I want to see their server. Let's have a look. Their server, their stream. Oh no! Drop my VR headset on the floor. Don't want to do that. Let's have a drink. We need one of those camel packs to put on the back of the sim rig. Oh, I see you've got Ginger Nuts. Thanks for watching and thanks for turning up. Oh, you're joining in BRT. Nice one. Where's their Sim Racing System server? I need to advertise it on our stream so people can know to go to an external view. Join the Game of Muscle server. It should be up now. Are they? They're not. I don't think they are live. Actually, I thought they were. What's the simulation system up with their server, guys? Were they on Twitch? They might have been on Twitch. That's why I can't see it on YouTube. It's a bland GT2 car, I know. There must be another stock car that we can, you know, that we can do on our server that anyone can join with, but it's a good fun stock car that's fast. I mean, the Porsches, are the Porsches only with the DLC, or were any of the Porsches released separately? Just joining our server now as we speak. Getting it in. There it is. It's quite cool how Revive has its own little background now when you launch into games. Oh dear, the SUV. I'd rather drive the Robin Reliant mod, I think. BRT's got in the server. There we go. Hopefully more people join in. I can't find there are the. Oh, we've got 3 people now. How long have we got until session finishes? I'll qualify, so we've got 3 minutes. Hurry up, guys, and join the server. There we go, 4 people. It's starting to fill up. Give it a minute. What did you want, USR Racing? I don't even know why you said please. We're on okay, let's get some laps going here. Whoops, tab it onto the screen. Oh, thanks for following. Not Nick. Oh, he donated. Are you crazy? Why are you donating now? Thank you. Thanks so much for donating. I was going to say a message. Am I going to miss it? I didn't have my headphones on for that. I thought it was just a follow. Is not Nick in chat? Oh, there you are. Let me just get on the car so I can see what you're saying. Hang on. Thanks for donating. Why did you donate? That's totally out of the blue. It wasn't even an exciting race to watch. It was. I mean, we placed okay, but that, you know, in terms of actual enjoyment of driving, that building looks fantastic in VR. Distraction there. That looks incredible. Oh dear. So yeah, fifth place I'm happy with as a general result. But in terms of racing, I messed up. Such a stupid understeer on that corner with the guy behind us, and yeah, just it would have been nice to have more side by side racing. Hopefully, I really hope that we can sort of get more people driving with us on a sim racing system, and then we can just share our setups and tyre pressure nonsense. Well, as part of the setup, and tips and things, and you know, everyone will be able to we'll get feedback from each other. I'll do some spying. I'll secretly weasel my way into the Sim Racing Portugal guys' top setups. They share them anyway. But yeah, I'll weasel my way in. I'll get my boat. We'll sail over to Portugal. Don't let the Portuguese Navy know. We'll steal their secrets, and then we'll be able to beat the Portuguese at their own game. You wait and see. Game of muscle, muscle crew. The muscle crew versus the Portugal crew. It was so cool. We need to get onto. We should get some of them into voice chat with us actually. The Sim Racing Portugal guys are really nice, friendly guys. Really good. Let's do a bit of casual racing in this Ferrari though. Look at this vehicle. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm really happy with these VR settings though. We've actually finally got it to a level where it runs smooth and looks decent. Well, it looks good enough for me to be happy, but we're getting a really good consistent frame rate while streaming. I just want to upgrade my bit rate slightly so it's a bit better for you guys, and then I'll be really happy. It's all about just little tweaks and nudges. I've got a suspicion that the crashing might have been caused by the NVEC kicking in for whatever reason. I mean, it never does it when we're recording, but we're streaming. Maybe there's some weird timing issue. Who knows? But oh yeah, thanks for the donation, as I say, and also glad you enjoyed the YouTube videos. We've got plenty more coming. We should be a bit more active on YouTube. Got loads of content. Although it seems that our Vegas report from the Vegas E-race didn't go too well. Lots of damn dislikes on that, but you know, sometimes you make people happy, other times you piss them off. But that's just the risk of doing what you feel like doing when it comes to YouTube videos. This car's so planted. I think I need to turn the force feedback down a touch. Oh no, it was okay. Okay, we'll get back behind these guys and start driving against them. Gnotic, do you have do you play driving simulators yourself? I've not seen you in chat before either. You've literally just come out of the blue and thrown 10 quid at me. You mental. I'm pretty sure I haven't seen you before in chat. Or maybe I have and I've just gone crazy. Yeah, I mean, the Vegas race, as I pretty much summed it up in the video, but you know, so much effort obviously goes into producing something like that, and they had all the like the proper casters, they had everything set up. It was just the underlying simulator aspect of it that they really messed up on. And I don't think it would have even particularly have been FIA's fault or Formula E or whoever, you know, whoever would have initially initiated it. I mean, maybe you could say, oh, they could have consulted with some other people to get a better approach. But then, you know, R-Factor 2 is probably the right choice for that type of event. And then it'll just come down to the company implementing it, and you sort of going, okay, well, it's all a new thing, it's all a new platform, so we'll see how it goes. So I just hope that they don't scrap it based off what happened with this one, and and hopefully it does grow. It's so funny, this Ferrari is so bland compared to the Porsche Cup car. But it's still fun to drive, it's just really tight. I think in real life, this is the thing, in real life, drivers would probably prefer this Ferrari because you'd obviously be getting the G-forces and you'd feel the grip of it, and that would be really exhilarating. But when it comes to sim racing, having cars with a little bit of slip to them is more enjoyable, I think, because there's more to sort of react to, and obviously you don't get the G-forces in a simulator to really enjoy that feeling like you're stuck to the road, which is really satisfying in the real car. I say that as being the passenger, not as a driver, but even in go-karts, I've driven 2 or 3 go-karts, and it's satisfying when you get the grip, whereas in a simulator it'd be boring. So I think that's why that Porsche car is just so good. I like how, the thing is, the problem with only having Twitch chat is I know people are more active on YouTube. They don't really like to go on Twitch. We need to get away of having YouTube chatting game. We need to find out if there's an IRC equivalent for YouTube, or if maybe it uses some other system. Random hiccup. So this car, you can totally, I mean, let's turn all the traction control off, hang on. Traction control off. It doesn't have ABS, I thought it did. Hi Alison Mohammed, welcome back. I haven't seen you for ages. What brings you to the stream at this time? Maybe it's worth reminding people on YouTube, I can't see the YouTube chat, so you will have to come to Twitch to type a message if you want to interact with us. I definitely, I'm going to do an update video on the YouTube channel talking about settings in AC for VR that look good and aren't demanding. Because I haven't done that yet, and I think that'll be useful for a lot of people, so that's a good idea. Put that in the memory banks. Whoa, you can catch anything in there. It doesn't even need that much steering, counter steer to do it either. Almost run out of track, last lap. Hi Seb. Oh, it's the last for the 970, okay. But I mean, to be honest, these settings will work better for 970 as well. The thing is, if you're playing with the Rift, you can actually whack the settings up a lot more, partly because I think the asynchronous space warp is incredible, but also it being native Rift drivers, that helps it. So yeah, but if you're doing it for the Vive, or people that just want completely rock solid performance, it'll be good to do these settings. I just love how it's just crystal clear, it's smooth, not much noise and jaggies, which is a big thing in VR. If you have flickering, it's really irritating in VR, whereas on a screen you can kind of filter it out and not notice it. Oh, actually, how many people are watching? Let's see. 34 people, some exclusive information. Tomorrow we're going to be hopefully testing out the latest beta of Race Room, and they're still developing their VR support, and it looks ever closer to coming out for the simulator. So that will be incredible to actually. Oh, we've been teleported to play Race Room in VR. If they actually finally get it working, it's a bit difficult because their game's DirectX 9, so it's quite tricky for them to actually implement VR. But I think that if it works, it's going to be superb to drive all their cars. I mean, and their tracks just look gorgeous. So I'm pretty excited for that. So look out. If it does all work, I'll do a video on it. If it doesn't, they'll still be developing it. Also, it'll be up to them if I can publish a video on it. But you know, if it works, then I'm sure they won't mind. So I think that'll be really interesting to see. The crossbow they've got in that game, the 90s DTM as well, and then racing against the AI would be really good fun. Absolutely baking in here. Hopefully more people join. We'll do one more race on here. But it's a bit chilled out. There's like 4 people. I guess it is Monday night. It's not typically the best night for racing. Though the Sim Racing System server was pretty packed. I think people like that Porsche. That Porsche Cup car is a really popular vehicle. And rightly so. It's better than the GT2 cars for online racing. Hi Plex Mum, come and join us on the stream. We're just racing on our server. We're just doing some casual driving. Is it midnight? No, it's not. It's 11 o'clock. You must be in France or something. Belgium, I can't remember. France, Belgium, Holland. I was like, oh crap, it's midnight. I'm not going to get my sleep. I'm going to get up at like 6. All right then. Well, thanks for turning up, Alison Mohammed. I'll see you. We'll probably stream tomorrow. Oh, I'm jealous of you. Can I come and live in? I want to live in Portugal, Czech Republic. It'd all be good. Just anywhere but England at the moment. I think we'll stream tomorrow as well for 9 o'clock. We'll try and get it into a regimented thing for Sim Racing System, so that you guys can know to sign up to join. You can be prepared for it, and also so we can get some nice consistent videos from the racing. And it'd be good to do some actual more competitive racing rather than our sort of super casual racing we've been doing typically. Now that we've actually started to get more solid performance from VR and it's consistent, and that'd be really nice. Hi Game Pro. I can't see. I can see your message because I just happen to have the window open, but I can't see YouTube chat when I'm in the game. So make sure you type on Twitch. Do you know what? Before we go into this next race, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stop the. Whoops! I don't want to do this. Adverts, stop. I'm going to stop the stream and I'm going to change it to 60 FPS and just see what happens. So I'm going to be right back in. It'll take like 2 or 3 minutes. And then we'll do a race. I'm staying on my server whilst I reset the stream. And we'll do another race on my server. Do a search for Game of Muscle on the Assetto Corsa server list, and you should see it and you'll be able to join. So we'll be right back in a second. Don't go anywhere. Hi guys. Let's see how this. Let's see.